This is a production. Drill TV.
Our jam on a Friday night, hanging out and doodling feels right. Our jam with you, my friends. Grab you some art supplies and begin to make some art jam happen tonight. Hola, amigos, and welcome to Art Jam. I don't know, that sounded terrible, but welcome. I am Pedro Boyd, Texan Spaniard, and welcome. We have Zeus King Dark, the God of Thunder, with us. How are you, Zeus?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, let me turn up your audio. I had it a little too low.
It's been a week, so very happy to be here tonight.
You know, I feel like it's always a tougher week for me.
Yeah. You should.
For me, it's always a tough week, but it's a tough week for everyone. I know it's a tough week for everyone. Crazy. So many people, so many legends and stuff dying lately. Ace Frehley passed away yesterday. I was very surprised.
Yeah. Apparently, it's complications from a fall.
Mm-hmm.
He had a brain bleed, which is
bleed.
very unfortunate. They on the radio this afternoon they said that he had done an interview with somebody, and he was talking about how he'd like to be remembered. Oddly enough.
Oh wow.
And he said he'd like to be remembered as somebody who was a straight shooter and a credit to his craft. And I think that all the outpouring of remembrance for him, I think that there's been a lot of that, of people saying how important he was, co-founding Kiss and being a great guitarist. So
I've told this story before. I believe I've told this story before, but he was oddly influential on me because when I was younger, when I was a teenager, I played guitar obsessively, and I could do all the Steve Vai, Eddie Van Halen kind of shredding stuff. But with the more serious I got about songwriting, that stuff didn't work with what I was doing because my songs were going just a different direction than that sort of thing. And I remember reading an interview with him in a guitar magazine where he was saying he kept things simple so that kids who were picking up guitar for the first time could emulate what he was doing. And then they would have like this confidence boost, like, I can play like Ace. I can play like the Space Ace.
Yeah.
And this made a big impression on me. And I know it sounds silly to say it now, but when I was younger, this made a big impression on me because I was like, I want to be that kind of guitar player for kids. Because I wanted to conquer the world when I was younger. So I was like, I want people to. So I started simplifying the way I play lead guitar, but I know my lead guitar playing still is a little more complicated than what his was, but still I tried. I didn't make it simpler than when I was younger. But yeah. He had a big influence on me in that extent.
Well, I wasn't the biggest Kiss fan, even at that huge, even when they were so massively popular in the late '70s when I was a kid.
Right.
I liked their look, and but for whatever reason, like, to me, the songs didn't go quite with the look. Because like I was also discovering Judas Priest around the same time.
Right.
who had a really hard look and a really hard sound.
Yeah.
And Kiss's sound is much more poppy, you know. To me, it was. And
Yeah, for the most part, they have a few songs that it's weird because they have a few. They always have like a song or two on every album that is kind of heavy, and
yeah,
people don't remember those songs. They just remember the hits, right?
yeah,
Because the hits are kind of bubblegum in a way, sort of loud rock bubblegum. Some of it, I was listening to a lot of Kiss since yesterday, of course, and what struck me, and I hadn't really made this observation before. Maybe if someone goes back and listens to it, they'll see what I mean. I hear a lot of the Rolling Stones in Kiss's music. I never picked up on that before. A lot.
yeah, I can, yeah,
Well, it's just a
okay.
lot of the riffs. A lot of the
Yeah,
riffs are very Rolling Stone-ish. I was like, oh, like a lot of this is very just it's louder. I know that it's more distorted or whatever, but still. But yeah, there is a very much a bubblegum element to what they were doing.
yeah.
Um,
And it's part of the reason they made so much money. I mean,
yeah,
they just had so much going on. So much going for them. Um, and but like there was a kid in my school, Shannon Hush. I'll never forget the kid, and he loved drawing Kiss.
oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is elementary school,
Yeah.
and he was really good. He drew differently than I did. He had a lot of he was pretty dynamic for a kid our age and everything, and but he loved drawing Kiss, and he was really good at it too.
I don't know if I've ever tried to draw a Kiss before. I don't know how that bodes for tonight, but
Well, they've had many Kiss comics.
oh yeah, I know. Um, I figured I'll just give it a go. I'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean,
I always
oh,
assume I can pretty much do anything, but that's not always the case. But I just assume.
hey, that's a neat graphic you got there, Pedro.
Yeah, thank you for the graphics. Let me go back to the live setup so you can see it a larger. Yeah, I love the jack o' lanterns. Got Texas for eyes, Spain for the nose, and then you got this awesome. You got the awesome. Let's see. Let me see if I can point to everything. Here is the jack o' lantern that Zeus made, and here is the glowing webs, and then here are the Texas, Spain, the name, and then the Spain, Texas.
That's
Oh,
right. We got a theme going on here.
Zeus King Dark is an amazing graphic designer. For anyone, check him out on if you do exclamation Zeus, that'll get you his Twitter. If you do exclamation Thunder, that gives you his Behance. And if you do exclamation Lady Blue Mane, that gives you his Instagram for his comic book. Not not
I'm
not not
plugging
his
them all.
not his Dollar Tree comic book that he doesn't want to take credit on.
In.
You're like, that's not my. I know. No, I think it's Lady Blue Mane is.
Oh, okay, whole
Yeah,
thing.
I think I could be wrong, but yeah. There it
Yeah,
is.
there we. Yeah.
There it is. So yeah, I'm gonna attempt to draw Ace Frehley. We'll see how it goes. Um, I'll try my best. We'll see. And
I
Zeus.
mean, they had a lot of great art. The covers.
Oh yeah, they had a lot of great covers. Have I ever told you about my vinyl copy of Destroyer?
I can't remember.
It's a real interesting story. So, I bought it in the '90s at a half price bookstore. I don't know if I don't know if that's a national chain or if it's just something in the South. But there's chain called Half Price Bookstores, and they
I don't.
have. It's kind of like they have like they have used books, used records, used movies, et cetera, et cetera, a bunch of used stuff, and
Yeah.
so I bought this in the '90s for like 50 cents. So I bought it for like 50 cents. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta have it, blah blah.
Shit, nice.
And so it's interesting because the first side A is the side A of Destroyer, right? Of the Kiss album Destroyer, a famous album, has Detroit Rock City and all that. And then side B is some Christian rock group. And I can't find any information about it, like online. I've checked so many times. There's like no information about why this copy is like this. That side A is Kiss's Destroyer, and side B is some Christian rock group. I don't even know what the group is or anything. It's pretty wild.
Yeah. I mean, it could just be, back when they were, pressing stuff, sometimes there was small pressings of things. So maybe it was a mistake or something.
I have heard there were some groups at some point that would do stuff like some Christian groups or whatever would not like bands, but like churches and stuff would do some things like with popular albums would like do a fake thing, and then they'd have like some Christian thing on it instead. But I don't know if that's the case or what. I can't find any information though about this this thing, but anyways.
Interesting.
I'm trying to think what's my first memory of Kiss. I mean, I remember them in the makeup before I remember them without the makeup.
Oh yeah, because that was
in the early 80s,
87?
right? Well, I think it's like 82, 83 when they take off the makeup, something like that.
No, I think it was a bit more into glam metal.
No, I'm pretty sure because Lick It Up is the first album where they don't have it, and that's I think 83. I think.
I think that's too far back.
Well, one of us is gonna know.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, here you go. God damn it, Pedro.
What?
1983.
Well, Zeus, I mean, which one of us is going to know more about me?
Well, you. Jackass.
But, but yeah, I remember them. I still remember them with the makeup.
Yeah.
Like my first memories of them are with the makeup, not without the makeup. But I guess that makes sense. I mean, they were still doing the makeup at the start of the 80s when I would have been more aware of stuff. So, but you were more privy to stuff because you're a little older.
Yeah, I thought it was more into the glam rock when they took the makeup off.
You know what the confusion comes from? So the first album without the makeup is Lick It Up. But then they have an album somewhere after that called Unmasked, or something like that. I think it's called like Unmasked or something to that degree, and I think that's where the confusion comes from.
Okay.
I could be wrong on that, but I think some people think that's like when they took it off, but no, they took it off a little before that. Vinnie Vincent, Ace Frehley was already gone by that point. I think he left in '82. Vinnie Vincent was the guitar player when they took off the makeup.
Well, they really kind of had to, reinvent themselves to stay relevant in the in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
There was just so much. There was so much stuff coming out. I mean, it was just there was so much great, and just or extremely popular music, and just all those LA bands, all those glam rock bands that they just it just kind of showed you like if you just went out there to LA and played the clubs and had good music and good energy and a lot of cocaine, that and some catchy tunes, that because I mean the music scene, they were starving for people like that.
Mm.
I mean, they were just the fans were just crazy for that back in the day.
I blame
But the
MTV.
oh, absolutely. I mean, people started doing music videos before
Yeah, I know.
MTV, so it was inevitable. It's just like how how territory wrestling died. It was gonna happen.
Going my way.
But let's see.
Let me see what I'm doing here.
I'll never forget seeing those Todd McFarlane
Oh,
Kiss figures
yeah.
in Spencer's, back in the 90s, and maybe it was the early 2000s too. But I think they were they were pricey at the time, but of course all of his stuff was good anyway. Plus you had to you had to pay Gene Simmons and
Yeah,
everybody to use the likeness.
that is
And
not
it
cheap.
Yeah. And I mean they've got to be one of the most marketed. I mean, like, who what have they not done
Oh, they've done
with?
like everything.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that they were probably the most marketed rock band of all time. Maybe you know, like, as far as being on many things, because maybe the Rolling Stones, lips symbol probably more well traveled,
Hmm.
but that's an interesting debate.
So
Uh,
back in the day, in the height of stuff, in the '60s, the Beatles were on everything under the sun. So it is
yeah,
hard to say. I mean, they even had a
yeah,
cartoon. So
but they did.
which I've never
They did.
seen. I've never seen the Beatles cartoon.
I've never seen it either that I can remember. Um, they made Kiss M&Ms,
Oh yeah, they did. That's
uh,
right. I completely forgot
and that was
about that.
just yeah. I think they had regular. I think they had milk chocolate and dark chocolate, and I love dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate is something I didn't like when I was younger, but I certainly appreciate it more now.
I think that. it's one of those things where you have to be able to appreciate um, something a little bit more bitter,
Yeah.
and and that richness of so much cacao flavor, um, whereas like milk in general has a lot of sweetness to it. And of course mixing that with chocolate is um, gonna make it even sweeter. I saw a thing for a video short for chocolate pudding where you just you take either whole or blended up chia seeds, dry chia seeds,
Oh, okay.
and then mix it with um, dark chocolate and milk, and stir it up and put it in the fridge, and it makes like a chocolate pudding.
Oh, wow, interesting. Zombie was saying I can hear the Zeus tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remembered. I remembered.
Zombo.
So now some of the stuff I do tonight you might go off the screen. I can't do anything about that because I just don't have much room here on this desk. So
Are you working with blue line, or what are you?
yeah, it's a watercolor pencil. I
Oh,
often if I'm doing pencils sometimes and I'm gonna throw watercolor, I'll use a watercolor pencil.
mm,
Just because I like having that little bleed go on with the
yeah,
washes, but that's just me.
yeah. There's always a ton of uh, great Kiss art, and then they, when they did the was Ace still part of everything when everybody did their own album?
Yes, yes. His was
He
the
did he
his
did the
was the
Starman,
successful one. Yeah.
right?
So his was the only one that did well of the four solo albums, because his had New York Groove on it, which was a hit. So do you know that song?
Not off the top of my head.
I'm back, back in the New York groove. I'm back, back in the New
Oh
York
yeah, yeah,
groove. They've used it in a bunch of commercials and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I'm back in the New York groove. I've covered it before on the on the on the streams.
Are you gonna play us some Kiss on Monday?
Yeah, I might. I might. We'll see.
Of course, um, the greatest non Kiss song is "Live to Win."
Live to win.
Yeah,
What's that? I don't think I know this.
it's by who's the other who's the other main guy? Not Gene Simmons or Ace.
Paul Stanley.
Yeah, yeah, it's a Paul Stanley. You don't know "Live to Win"?
I know Paul Stanley's stuff from the Shocker soundtrack, but
Yeah, it's like it's been in movies. They used it for a great montage in the South Park Warcraft episode.
oh really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna.
Live to win
Oh
till you
goodness.
die, till
I,
the light dies in your eyes. Live to win, take it all. Just keep fighting till you fall. Day by day, kicking all the way. I'm not giving in. Let another round begin. Live to win.
Let's see if I can. No.
Hey, Ange.
Hey, Ange, welcome in. Let me check. Welcome in, Ange. How are you doing? We are live. I'm doodling out some Ace Frehley tribute art. By the way, if y'all see a little gnat flying around on the cameras or something, for some reason, as soon as I brought this cup of water for doing the washes, as soon as I brought it in, this gnat appeared in my room, and I was like, "What the heck?" But yeah, this is my water for the washes. And as soon as I brought it in, this gnat appeared. So you know.
Well, if it's any consolation, it'll be dead by tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Of course, we always say stuff like that, but then they damn things never die.
It seems that way.
Right?
It does seem that way. So I'll tell you guys something interesting. Even though
what's that?
we all know I play guitar for many, many years, I'm not great at drawing guitars. I've never been very good, which doesn't. It's one of those things like drawing cars where you're like, well, it doesn't make sense. I should be able to draw anything, but for some reason, my brain does not work for certain things. Get off my hand. I don't know why that is the case, but it's just one of them things.
Also, Drew Struzan.
Oh yeah, Drew. Yes, very famous.
Very incredible artist.
Yes.
Just his work with I would say he was using acrylics and inks and colored pencil. I mean, he was using a lot of different.
A lot of mixed media, yeah.
Yeah. It's not. There's no shame to say he was doing it over top of photos, opaque projector or whatever. But
I was wondering about that. I have always wondered about that.
They just line up with certain moments in movies, so that's kind of where you get it. Plus, a lot of people forget, especially way back in the day. There was still photography being taken during the filming.
Right. If you see my hand flying around, I'm trying to shoo away that thing. Let's see. I don't know, since I don't know if y'all can see this because the blue lines are not.
We start to see it.
Back in the New York groove. I'm back in the New York groove. Let's see. I was trying to think about favorite Kiss songs. I know you said you weren't a big Kiss guy.
Everybody likes I Want to Rock and Roll All Night and Part of Every Day.
Yeah, that one's great, but I think my favorite's Detroit Rock City. I just always really love that song.
Yeah. And Love Gun, that's people, those are some of the big popular ones.
I Love It Loud. Do you remember that one?
Not off the top of my head.
I want to hear it loud right between the eyes. I want to hear it loud, don't want
Oh,
no compromise. Steve Williams used it as his theme song in Japan. Um, Dr. Death, Steve Williams.
right.
Um,
Well, the other Steve Williams is Steve Austin's.
yeah, I
I
forgot
don't think
about
you
that.
have to delineate that to anybody else.
Yeah, yeah. um, what are some other ones I liked a lot?
Oh, you know what else we forget to mention about Kiss merchandising?
Oh, what?
The infamous Kiss cooler that is shaped like a coffin,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
which is actually a coffin.
Right.
Yeah, it was like when it came out in the early 2000s. I believe the retail price was like $3,000. And and you could, it was, you could use it as a coffee table and a cooler. So you lift up the table, the coffee table, you fill it full of, beverages and ice and whatnot. And then when you pass on, you just, you clean it out. And, I think
Yeah.
he even had a liner. I think he had a liner in it too, that you could take out. And, yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah. He is, it's all just amazing how interesting all those guys, really were, a lot more than the makeup.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if this is true. Ronnie James Dio used to tell a story that he had told Gene Simmons that no one had copyrighted OJ, like for orange juice, and then that Gene Simmons went and copyrighted it. After he told him about it, but I don't know if that's true or not. But Ronnie James Dio used to tell that story.
Oh man, he's great. He was great.
Another legend.
That's that's the thing too is before the internet, you could tell all kinds of stories. That's there's so many urban legend things that
Oh, yeah, yeah.
About rock bands, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like oh, that so in the early 80s, during the Satanic Panic, some parents didn't want their kids listening to Rush.
Oh, wow.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because they said that Rush stood for ruled under Satan's hand.
Oh, okay. I think I have heard this before.
Yeah. Crazy.
And remember,
Crazy.
Kiss was supposed to be like knights in Satan's service or something. I can't remember what it was supposed to be.
Yeah. Everybody had an acronym. But yeah, who else didn't we lose somebody else this week?
It feels like we do. That referee story out of Japan is wild.
Yeah, that was I
He
mean,
was retired and stuff, but still, that's
yeah, but they said he left behind two young kids.
yep. And daughters, yeah. And before Rasioga was like, I will train them. No, I'm joking.
They're 6 and 7. They're just old enough to join Marigold.
Let me just explain real fast for those who don't know. There is a retired pro wrestling referee in Japan who was working at a hotel, and he was cleaning an outdoor hot spring, bath thing, and he got taken by a bear. He got taken by a bear.
And yes, oddly enough, Japan does have, an island nation has been able to maintain a population of bears,
Yeah.
you know, through all of their, their history. A lot of people didn't think that Japan had bears, but um, and I tell you, there's just bears are an amazing animal, and um, former President Theodore Roosevelt may have done the bears, maybe a service and a disservice at the same time by, creating the stuffed animal teddy bear,
Mm.
because before then, I think Americans had, a healthy, uh, fear and respect
For bears.
um, for bears, which you should
Yes.
if you've ever been anywhere where bears are found, um, like Canada, Alaska, I believe even some of the like maybe even Maine and some of those states in the far northeast.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, even in North Carolina, we had small bears in the mountains. But there's just like when you see a really big one, like a really big, like a grizzly or something, or a polar bear. I mean, it's just life changing. When you see them, like when they're just like shoving a 2,000 pound um, dumpster, trying to break into it. Um, it's pretty humbling.
Yeah. A lot of talk about bears and the wrestling thing today. People were talking about polar bears a lot. They're like, if you see a polar bear in the wild and you don't have a gun and you don't have a vehicle that's this, then you're dead. And people were like, but what the bear with the Coca-Cola and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
the bear with
because
the Coca-Cola.
polar bears are fully carnivorous.
Yeah.
They don't eat any berries. They don't eat any vegetation. They're just gonna kill and eat whatever they can. Seals, small, dolphins, whatever they can find.
And they're so big. They're
Yeah,
so big.
I mean, it's just just imagine a polar bear that might be 6 feet tall at the shoulder, that stands up, you know, maybe 11 feet in the air, 10 feet in the air.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just if you ever encounter a polar bear in the wild, if you're outdoors, it just kiss your ass goodbye. I mean, it's just if they want you gone, you're gone. Let it be known that that's Pedro's neighbor.
Oh yeah, we get a lot of loud cars and stuff out here. We do get a lot of that. At least it's not the frogs, right?
I mean, the frog bothered you a lot more than it did everybody else.
For good reason.
Yeah. It's like a bad metronome. What did I watch at work today? Uh, oh, there's some bad original. Oh my God, there's this movie on Tubi. It's terrible. Like these, like people are like these. So it starts out. It's like a married woman, younger married woman, and her three single friends. They all go up to this cabin for a girls' weekend, and and it's like, they're trying to portray this, like regular drama, and you know how people are and everything, and it's essentially it's an alien invasion
What?
movie. Yes. And it's so bad. It is just so bad. And so all the girls' boyfriends and the husband like come up to crash the party, right?
That's convenient.
And um unbeknownst to them, there's literally a predator alien type of creature in the woods. Um and it killed its first victim was the married woman.
Huh. Let's see.
And right. And so then you have everything else going on, and of course one of the guys, he used to be a Marine, so he knows how to shoot a gun, and everybody's only defense, and like there's these terrible spaceships that are encircling the major cities of the world. It's just so many bad, regurgitated tropes.
Hold on one moment, Zeus. I just want to say
Go ahead.
welcome in Swamp Fox 48. Yes, rest in peace, Ace.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to do a little tribute for him. This is Fridays we do the art stream, but Mondays on where's my schedule real fast. Let me see.
Mondays on the YouTube.
Mondays on YouTube we have Music Mondays where I play some music. Tuesdays looking at cards here on Twitch, and then Wednesdays here on Twitch I play music as well. But yeah, Fridays are Art Jam with Zeus King Dark, the God of Thunder. Yeah, I had to pay some tribute, so I'm trying to work on this Ace Frehley thing. It'll come together. You'll see, it'll come together as we go. But yeah, continue Zeus.
Yeah, like I said, it's so terrible, and so the one guy, he's the only guy who's had military training, and their only defense against these alien predator things are people's uh, cell phone flashlights.
What?
Yes, yes. Specifically, the government tells everybody across the TVs you have to use your cell phone. You got to stay inside. They won't come inside of a building for some reason. If they unless they think you're in there or something. But yeah, it's just terrible. And then I watched another terrible shark movie on Tubi as well.
Oh, which one?
It's a new one of theirs. Let's see if I can find it. So just type in. It is called Great White Waters.
What a title!
It's a Tubi original, and it's pretty terrible. That movie Great White is on Tubi.
Oh, really?
You remember when that came out, and we were talking about it when like we never saw it when it first came out?
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's on Tubi now. Yeah, there's several. There's a lot of bad shark movies on here.
Well, I mean, it is Tubi.
Yeah, but they do like they have like Open Water is on.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
They have Open Water. They have all three Open Water, which were not good. The second one is just kind of weird, and the third one is just ridiculous. That's another one where you expect us to believe that the fucking shark is hunting people in the middle of a fucking storm in the middle of a fucking night. No, I don't fucking think so. Let's see, what was that? They have Leviathan too.
I don't know if I remember that.
That's the one with Peter Weller. It's kind of like a cross between. It's kind of like a cross between Aliens and The Abyss.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's the Abyss with a monster in it.
Hey, welcome in, Don LFA Master 865. Welcome in, amigo. I am paying some artistic tribute to Ace Frehley tonight. How are you doing, amigo? We are doing a little Ace. I'm doing a little Ace Frehley. Zeus, you are working on your Asuka piece still, right?
Yeah. Yep.
When he has an update
can
for
send
us,
it.
we will. Oh, he's going to send us an update here. So.
I'll
Oh, how was Michigan? How was Joe? Happy birthday to Joe wherever he is. I know his birthday was a little bit ago, but. The nighttime world, and you're my nighttime queen. I'm the king of the nighttime world. Oh, thank you. It'll the more so with the washes and stuff, it's just you have to do layers and layers of washes, and then you'll see it'll come together. It'll come together, and then there's gonna be some inking and stuff involved. It's just it takes a little bit. It takes a little bit. Gotta let the process do its thing.
If you look in the
Okay.
thing, Pedro, I'll put it in there. Yeah, I also watched Big Trouble in Little China again for about
nice.
the 800th time.
Nice. Let me see. Let me pull this up and then. Dun, 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 the king of the nighttime world. Now I got that song in my head. And you're my nighttime queen. I'm the king.
Diane Keaton passed away, right?
Who? Who was it?
Diane Keaton, right?
Oh yes, Diane Keaton passed away. Yes. Here's a look at Zeus's Asuka art. He's been working on it for a while. It looks amazing. He's in the inking stage. It's looking amazing.
Hey, thank you for subscribing, Swamp Fox.
Oh, Swamp Fox, thank you so much.
We appreciate that very much.
Let me see.
Here at Texan Spaniard Studios.
Thank you so much, Swamp Fox. So usually Swamp Fox. Usually people are used to me doing some music on the air. Sorry about the commercials, but thank you for the subscribe. Thank you for the subscribe. Whoa, yeah, thank you for the subscribe, Swamp Fox. Thank you for the subscribe, Swamp Fox. Sorry about the ads. I can't do anything about the ads. Hey, Crossing Mexican. I don't think Crossing Mexican's here, but he was telling me after Monday. So Monday I do Music Monday on YouTube, and I'll show you what Music Monday looks a little bit like this. Music Monday looks like this with this screen set up over on YouTube, but he liked Music Monday because he said there was no ads on YouTube. So if you want to see some music with no ads, but you shouldn't get any ads now that you're subscribed. There should be no ads. Let me see. We can have a look here where we are on the Ace Frehley.
Oh yeah,
it's too large for me to show the whole thing at the moment, but
yeah.
Oh, you get ads on YouTube, Ange? Yeah, I usually get ads like before videos and stuff. I guess if they're long videos, there will be ads, but there shouldn't be because I'm partially monetized on YouTube. I'm not fully monetized, but partially. So there shouldn't be like ads. Maybe at the beginning, but not during the whole thing. I don't think. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. So hey, Swamp Fox, what is your favorite? Swamp Fox, Ange, LFA Master 865, Zombie, anyone out there? What are y'all's favorite Kiss songs? Since we're paying tribute to Space Ace, to Ace Frehley. What are your favorite Kiss songs? Let's get a list going. What are some of your favorite Kiss songs?
Well, I tell you one thing that I do not like.
What?
I do not like the fact that they named one of the worst arcade games of all time Space Ace.
Oh, I'm trying to remember it.
It was just like Dragon's Lair. It was that animated bull crap that cost 50 cents to play.
Okay.
And it did not. You had to memorize the patterns, right?
Okay.
Because it was just went through parts of the animation, and if you did hit the joysticks in the right combination, you would get through to the next scene to hit the things again, right?
Okay.
I hated it. I hated it, and I hated anybody that was good at it. It was just the dumbest thing, and thank God there was only those two games. There might have been they did one with Lupin.
Oh, they did. Yeah, there was a Lupin arcade game, wasn't there?
Yeah, same thing, same stupid fucking thing. Hated it. But yeah, so
Let's see.
Yeah, El Jefe Master. Yeah, that's it. The cartoon was better than the video game, but it's all that I didn't much care for it because it just reminded me of the damn video game. So I didn't really get into it.
Yeah, God of Thunder is a good one from Kiss. I like Detroit Rock City. That's probably my favorite Kiss song. Is Detroit Rock City. Um, uh, what were the ones I mentioned earlier?
I think there was a Metallica mini cassette. Then they covered a Kiss song
hmm.
way back in the day. Remember the single?
Yeah, I remember it had that long title, but I don't remember there being a Kiss song on it. God of Thunder. I gotta add some stuff to his hair. You gotta look at the reference here.
Yeah, it might be somebody else, but I can't find it off the top.
I'm trying to remember the songs I remember on that one were like "Am I Evil," which is Diamond Head. Was it "Am I Evil" or it might have been a different Diamond Head song? "Am I Evil" was on "Kill 'Em All." They did "Last Caress," "Green Hell" by the Misfits.
What was the name of that movie?
Which one? The about the making of that movie, about that album, or talking about Metallica or Kiss?
No, the Kiss movie.
Phantom of the.
That's it.
Oh, was it Phantom of the Park or something like that? I haven't seen that movie in forever. It's Phantom of something.
Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park
Okay, Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park.
from 1978.
Oh yeah, they did do a Killing Joke. Was it the Waiting or something like that? Or the Waiting or something like that?
I don't know.
Don knows his Metallica. Trust me, he knows his Metallica. He knows it.
Nice.
This is true. It's true.
And people think my name is redundant. He's El Jefe and Master. It's he's the boss and the master.
The Boss Master. There's a movie coming out, a biopic about Bruce Springsteen. Not about Ange. Sorry, Ange. But it's about the other boss, Bruce Springsteen. There's a biopic coming out. It's got one of the people who did that Von Erich movie.
Oh yeah, the A24 Studios.
Yeah, I think it's the guy who's in The Bear, that TV show, The Bear.
Oh yeah, the guy that played Carrie. Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I don't know. Stephanie
Um,
likes that
but
show.
yeah. Um, thank you for saying it, pronouncing the word properly.
Which one?
I can't stand when people say biopic.
How did I say it?
Like, okay, why don't you said it properly? You said biopic,
Yeah. How do people say it?
right?
How do which
Some
way?
people say bio. Why would you say biopic? It sounds retarded.
Bio
It's not photographer. What the
photographer.
hell is that?
It's photographer.
Exactly. You have to, you have to put the right emphasis on the correct syllable.
Um, for the people who think I'm a grumpy old man.
That's right. I'm older than you. That's why. Oh, Swamp Fox says Kiss had been a client of mine for roughly 25 years, as has Ace for about the last 18 years of his solo career.
Oh wow,
From heroes to his life is full of surprises. True story. Wow, holy monkey, that is amazing.
that is amazing.
Swamp Fox.
You must have a lot of awesome stories to tell.
What is it you do, Swamp Fox? Great. This guy in the chat's more interesting than we are.
We need to invite Swamp Fox on. Swamp Fox, if you want to jump on and talk with us, I can arrange it. I can arrange it.
I mean, it couldn't possibly be any more timely.
This is true. Greg Evigan, that was his name. Is the streams lagging? I didn't know, Zombie. Y'all would have to tell me. I do not know.
Yeah, I see you're kind of frozen right now, Pedro. For me.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
It's not your fault. You're not running the internet with your feet pedals.
I am.
Well, then you should get more hamsters.
Trying to show everyone where we're at the moment. It'll get refined more as it goes. It'll get refined. Oh, I apologize. I apologize about that, Swamp Fox. We were curious, Swamp Fox. What is it that you do that you had these clients? That Kiss and Ace Frehley were your clients. I mean, if you're not free to say that, that's we understand. We're just curious.
Yeah, like I know that
Oh,
one of the guys.
he
What's
manufactures
that?
special
Oh,
effects for the entertainment industry. Oh, nice. Which I
that's
mean, Kiss had an
super.
amazing stage setup. Their stage shows were amazing. I never seen them live, but
Oh, yeah.
I saw the live footage. I saw plenty of concerts on video and stuff. I was watching on YouTube. There's a full concert from 1977, from I think December of 1977 from Maryland. You can find it on YouTube. I was watching that earlier. It's amazing. When Ace does a guitar solo with like what this moment is going on when the guitar is lighting up and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like after Shock Me, I think it's the song Shock Me. Amazing, 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 amazing. I'm the king of the nighttime world. I got this song stuck in my head. You're my nighttime queen. I'm the king of the nighttime world. You're my
Yeah, if you don't sing it,
nighttime queen. I'm gonna have to learn it, I
I'm
guess.
gonna kick.
Say what now? What was
I
that,
said, if
Zeus?
you don't sing that Monday, I'm gonna kick your ass.
uh, what Kiss songs do I do already? Detroit Rock City. Sometimes I do Rock and Roll All Night. And then I think the other one was Beth. I've done Beth before.
Yeah.
Oh man, Peter Chris, he has to be going through it because I know him and Ace are real close. I imagine all of them are going through it. The whole band.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of bad
And
blood with Gene Simmons and him and all that stuff through recent times, but they still have to, you know. What were you gonna say, Zeus? I'm sorry.
Yeah, but well, I mean, it's kind of the thing that makes stuff like that, get it get put into perspective.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the thing. Stuff happens, in people's lives. You you know get ripped apart sometimes. Where you don't want to be, or things just happen in bad ways, and you know and sometimes if you live long enough, you can things will come back to you. So if not, make peace with the ones that are gone.
Ace was truly a good man. I believe you, Swamp Fox. He seemed like a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you heard it earlier, Swamp Fox, but I heard a quote from a recent interview with Ace, and he said, I hope that I'm remembered as respected for what I did with my craft and always being a straight shooter. So I mean, sometimes people die, and vultures and people come out of the woodwork to make people look bad for whatever reason. But I haven't heard anything bad about Ace. Go Ace. Different Ace. Not my friend, the Ace.
Hey, Swamp Fox. I was mentioning something earlier. Maybe you know something about this because it's something that confuses me. Back in the 1990s, I was at a half-price bookstore, and I bought a copy of Destroyer on vinyl for like 50 cents. It was used. It was a used copy. I bought it for 50 cents, and when I played it, side A was side A of Destroyer, but when I flipped it to side B was some Christian rock band. Like I don't know what the band was. I don't know their name. I don't know anything. It's just this Christian rock band. Have you ever heard anything about this? Like I've looked it up online and I can never find anything about this. To me, it's like it's really strange. And I've had it since the '90s because I bought it back then for like 50 cents, but that's probably why it was 50 cents because it was. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I still have it. I've had it for decades now, but I'm not getting rid of it. It's always something that I never understood. Like why do I have this strange copy where half is Destroyer and half is this Christian rock group? It's mind-boggling.
Save it.
Save it.
Save it. Says this
you were saying he was quite honest, said what was on his mind. Are there any stories you can share? I mean, if, you don't have to share any stories, but are there any stories you can share about Ace or Kiss in general, or? Bring some of that orange in here. Hey, Nat. Y'all are going to see a gnat appear on this painting. It's like walking around the painting. I apologize about it. Shoo. It doesn't even shoo when I wave the brush around it. I'm like, shoo.
like, yeah, what, man?
You know, whatever.
Whatever, dude. Hey, if you wanna, when you get a break,
Okay. Hold on.
I'll put some more updated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't dox yourself. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I understand that. Do not do that, Swamp Fox. Please do not do that.
Yeah.
Do not do that. Let's see. Okay, here is an update on what Zeus is working on. The Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. It's looking great, Zeus. I love the work on the horns. I know that's from last week and stuff, but it looks so good. Everything
all
great.
the ink is new.
I know. I was still looking at the pencil lines on the horns. The texture. I love, of course, as you know, I love the legs on the centipede. This is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
She's gonna flip out when she sees it. I bet she will flip out.
She's good about reposting art too, fan art.
Starlight Kid, Bull Nakano, they've all are fairly good about that sort of thing. Although, well, Starlight Kid, she's gotten more selective about it in recent times, but about which ones she'll post. But I haven't done anything like that in a long time, so it's not like
Yeah, because I don't think she if I remember correctly, I don't think she responded to that one I did of like that Batgirl variation mask I did.
Oh man,
of her.
Right.
Yeah.
Did she like it or?
I don't remember.
Okay, maybe she didn't see it. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
She's having her. I mean, this is kind of crazy to say, but she's having like her 10th anniversary, like special produce show or whatever.
I thought you were going to say her wisdom teeth out.
No, no, no. I have a friend who has like their wisdom teeth taken out recently. Shout out to
Thank you, El
them.
Jefe.
You know, thinking on that, a little diversion at the moment, but so Starlight Kid debuted in 2015. You should see how many wrestlers, like how many Joshi wrestlers, like all debuted that year. It's like a lot of them. Konami debuted in 2015. Um, who are the other ones? Saria no, Natsupo, Tehanma. There's like a lot of great Joshi talent debuted like in 2015. It's kind of a crazy year for talent that debuted.
Yeah, 1985 was a huge year um, for wrestling too, for debuts. Great Muda, um, Sid Vicious, Sting. I think,
I didn't know Sid Vicious had wrestled that long. I don't know why I thought
yeah,
he kind of just got hot shotted, but I didn't know. So he wrestled for a bit before he got on the.
of course, Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
He came in with Sting. Um,
Go away, bug. Sorry. I was trying to shoo away that bug.
but yeah, that was a huge year.
Oh yeah. Oh nice. The Swamp Fox was saying over the last 2 years he really got into art, specifically colored pencils.
Mm-hmm.
Um Swamp Fox, one of my professors when I was in university was Kenneth Zonkers, and it's sad for me now. He was really famous back then when he was alive. He was famous for his color pencils. He would do like jars and bottles and marbles and stuff with like Prisma color pencils and stuff. I don't know. Was that the company? Whatever the
Yeah.
company was, but like photorealistic work, and they used to use him in advertising and stuff like that. And it's sad now because he's been dead since 2002. I believe he died in 2002. Yes, Kenneth Zonkers. But when you look him up now, like if you look up Kenneth Zonkers now, you'll just find his oil paintings and stuff because it's like of like shows he did like after his death. That's like the stuff that you find now. You don't find any of that. Like when he was alive, we all just knew him for his color pencil work because it was like being used in advertisements and this and this is his professional work. And then after his death, now all you can find is like some of his oil paintings, some of his sketches. You can't find any of that professional work. I don't know what happened. Like how it dis. But I mean, I guess because it wasn't online back then. This is the '90s, so
How do you spell? Is it CZ Onker?
no Zonkers Zonkers.
What's his first name?
Kenneth. He died in 2002. Yeah, I can't find his like all that professional work he did back when he was alive, but
Known for art teacher, watercolor painter of landscapes, floral, fauna, cityscapes.
I know
Oh
it's
my god!
crazy because they don't mention his. Look at this. This bug is like. Do y'all see this bug just hanging
No,
out on Ace? Look at this. Where is this bug? Look, it's by the guitar strap. It's just. I'm gonna try to get it up close. Look at it. It's there by that guitar strap. It's just hanging out. Like I'm tapping on the thing, it won't go. Like go. Andale, move. Not walk around. Move. Like, uh, but yeah, he. I mean, like That's there's a picture of him. Yeah, when he's younger, but yeah, the stuff from when he was alive doesn't seem to be around anymore. Like the professional stuff, you know. Of course, the stuff that's around is stuff when he was alive. You know what I mean? But the stuff we knew
right.
him for, that he was famous for when he was teaching. But anywho. Swamp Fox, you were saying you're into into color pencils. What do you like to? Do you have any specific thing you like to do specifically? Any specific subjects you like to do, or you just do whatever? Or you're a horrible artist as far as drawing goes, but you colorize grayscale drawings and photos. Oh, that sounds cool. Oh, sound like I hear a dog or something.
I always loved color pencils too, especially when I started finding the good ones. I did. I used to do a lot of stuff with colored pencil. That when I did the dragon for the students that stood in Tiananmen Square, that one's done. And I never took a class on um, color pencils.
Right.
And I was really never aware of the style that where you can really load up the color
Right.
heavily. I always I was never trying to opaque it in, like use it, like kind of like a super hard Conte or something,
Right.
which I've come to know other people who have done that.
Uh,
So
the Swamp Fox saying layers, and layers. Yeah.
right,
He likes to do landscapes, but all kind of subjects. I really like doing figurative art, but it's something I'm not doing currently because like figure drawings because just you can't really share it on social media. You get shadow banned and stuff for it. So, um,
which is insane.
but I mean, it's the reality that's going on with it. So,
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it's like the the amount of 99% nudity in
right,
photographs
right.
on social media, outright, there's outright, porn
Yes.
on social media,
I gotta look at his hair.
you know, and in 2025 we can't differentiate between artistic nudes, and
It's,
and
it's how it goes, man. It's how it goes.
yeah,
I mean, some people are still, I mean, putting it out there and stuff, but Then they're complaining about being shadow banned and stuff, or then they're like
Right.
complaining
Exactly.
about like having to censor what they're doing and stuff, which looks lame. You know, it does look lame to like censor your work and. Uh, another Kiss song I would like a lot is "Shout It, Shout It, Shout It Out Loud." You get that descending bass line. Shout it,
See, and
shout
that's another one of those songs that I felt didn't fit their look
it. Cause it's so
because
poppy,
it's
right?
such it's so poppy, it's so happy, you know.
But I mean, that's kind of the band they were. Like you said,
Right, right. But also, see, like also being as old as I am, you know, one of the first images of Kiss that stuck with me was the one with Gene Simmons with the blood coming out of his nose.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
that gritty picture where he's just covered in sweat and blood, and the makeup is like faded, but the blood is just super red. You know, I mean that is like that is hard. You know, that is hard as fuck. And that, you know, and then you shout it out.
But they're
You
great
know, it's like
songs. They were great songs.
yeah, they're great songs to jazzercise too.
No, they were great songs. They were great songs to rock out to.
I'm just joking.
They're great songs to rock out to. Yeah. Later era Kiss, you get things like "Unholy." That song is pretty heavy, but that was just before the reunion. That was off of what album was "Unholy" off of? Try. They
Where you at?
also had
Everyone?
Domino. I know too many, too many, too many. Uh,
I'm gonna look it up for you here.
it had Unholy. It had Domino. I think it's called Revenge. I think it might have been called Revenge. Was the
Yeah,
name of the album?
92.
Yeah.
92 Revenge.
Have you ever heard that song Unholy? Because I remember it was surprising at the time because the riff was so heavy. It's like they do that little pinch harmonic. I put the
That seems. I was in college when it came out, so
I was still in high school, but that's why I'm feeling so unholy. Hey, speaking of music releases and stuff, while we're here and I'm letting this dry, I have a new single out. It's available wherever you stream your music: Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, YouTube, Apple Music, all those places. You can find all my stuff wherever, and Bandcamp. It's called A Haunting. The B side is a song called Pontianak. It's about a ghost from Southeast Asia that will lure men to their dooms. So that's out.
it just sounds.
Say what?
It just sounds like a woman.
Yeah, it it is like all many of them are that way. It feels. I know. From August you can
You
find
can't say, you know.
yeah. From August you can find Late Summer Fling. You can find that single, and back in May, if I can find the little graphic for it, back in May I had this album, So Loud As If I Was Young. So you can find that everywhere as well. So Loud As If I Was Young. And there's some loud guitar playing on there. Oh, you heard Bedhead. Wow, Swamp Fox. I'm impressed. Uh, where's my live thing? I'm very happy that you know the song Bedhead. I like playing that song, but uh, that song is about. Oh, thank you so much, Swamp Fox. Um, I don't know, Swamp Fox. I was telling the story earlier. When I was younger, back in high school. I don't know if El Heavy Master is still here. I used to practice. He would know. I used to practice my guitar like obsessively, and I could do all the shredding kind of stuff. And then like as I got more serious about songwriting, I I had to change how I played because that it just didn't work with the songs I was writing. And then I believe there was an interview with Ace Frehley that I read where um, he talked about that one of the reasons he made like some of his stuff simple was because this way all the kids picking up guitars to play like him, they could emulate it and then give them a confidence boost, like, oh, I can play like I can play like Ace. And this made a big impression on me. This idea made a big impression on me. Like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. Doing something simple and memorable that people, kind of anyone, could do. Sort of at sort of any skill level at the early goings, and it kind of give them confidence. Like, oh, I can play this thing. It led to me simplifying my lead guitar playing a bit. Although I never quite got super simple. There are certain things I just couldn't get out of my lead guitar playing. I do little flamenco runs in there, but yeah, Ace Frehley had a big influence on me in that aspect. He made me change the way I sort of approached it, the lead guitar playing. I wish I'd gotten to see Kiss, but it's never something I was able to do. Did you ever see Kiss, Zeus? Like live?
No, I did not. The funny thing is, I've never been to that many big concerts. Just a couple. But I've been to smaller stuff.
Right.
But no, I'd never seen Kiss live. But
Oh, Ace.
I mean, I saw the Who 25th anniversary.
Yeah. That's
That
pretty
was
big show.
Yeah, and it is funny too because what's his name, the guitarist,
Pete Townsend.
yeah, he was famous for doing the windmills, right?
Yes.
And this was 1989, I think, and he was having problems with like with his hand bleeding after that.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, doing them in the encores, and they did Carter Finley Stadium, and I think they had to postpone one of them, right, like the next show or two after that they had to postpone because he hurt his hands again.
Oh wow, he did that badly, huh?
Yeah, so
let's try and get this little paint marker. Swamp Fox, you were saying Ace had a huge influence on your guitar playing. Do you have any music? Oh no, yeah, never mind. I forgot we can't. Yeah. You liked it was raw and sloppy, but in a good way. He was playing his own way. Yeah, he had a lot of like sort of fire, a lot of just that sort of fiery thing going on, and he would capture sort of that energy. I have not used this pen in a while. It may take a bit to get it to.
That's what scrap paper's for.
I hope it hasn't dried up.
I need to get a liquid refreshment here.
Okay. While Zeus is away getting a liquid refreshment, I want to tell you that Art Jam is sponsored by Liquid Refreshment. No, I'm joking. If only. If only. If only. I may have to throw some acrylics on this later. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Swamp Fox. Zeus is opening a cold one right now.
You can hear that?
Oh, Swamp Fox. Okay, hold on a moment. If someone, let's see. Let me see if I can make my way to the thing. I do have a Discord.
He does have a Discord.
The thing. Wait a second. I'm hearing. I do have a Discord. Hold on. I do have. Let me take care of that. I'm trying to get. Let's see, Discord. There's my Discord. Join the Discord. You can suggest songs, look at past set lists and stuff. But yeah, you can send me a DM. You can send me DMs. You can slide into my DM, Swamp Fox. I don't mind. You can slide into the DMs and all that.
You know.
Shout it out loud. Shout it out loud. I'm the king of the nighttime world. I'm just gonna do a medley on Monday. I'm just gonna do a bunch of songs.
Just gonna do a mash.
Nighttime world. Let's see where we are on this.
Yeah, let's see.
If I can fit this, as much of this on the screen as I can. Trying to figure out where I want to go next. If my original plan was to go over it with inks like I usually do, but I'm kind of wondering if I want to just go over it with sort of darker lines with of the paint. And sends me her dog pics, and she's got these cute doggies, and then she makes wonderful cards. Ange makes wonderful cards. Hey, always a smile. Welcome in.
Hey, always a smile.
How are you doing? We are doing an artistic tribute to Ace Frehley. Rest in peace, Ace Frehley. Space Ace, and here you can see what I've been working on so far. This is where we're at so far with the Space Ace tribute.
Yeah, coming along great.
Oh, thank you. Another nighttime world. Man, I gotta get these songs out of my head.
You know, their face paint was so well defined and like so amazingly suitable for branding. You know, and just so easily recognizable. You know,
always a smile. Zeus King Dark is with me. That's the voice you're hearing. She's asking who's speaking. Yeah. Continue.
I always just smile. Good that you're hearing the voice.
Yeah, so last week, when we were doing this last week, Always a Smile, the first 20 minutes or so, I forgot to turn the desktop audio on. So it just sounded like I was talking with myself. So.
but
Yes, the
yeah,
branding is amazing. I mean, it's a big part of the band. Honestly.
yeah. Kiss comic books.
Oh yes, yes.
Here's a good question. Who did the?
Did they have a comic by Marvel in the 70s, or was it just the ones in the 90s?
I think there was a one shot
Oh, okay, that's
from
what I'm
Marvel.
remembering. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It came out right around the same time as the movie.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was remembering something like that, so I knew I wasn't crazy.
Um, oh yeah, there's tons of it. Tons of them.
Of comic books from the
Yeah.
2000s and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Blood and Stardust graphic novel trade paperback.
That's a great name, by the way. Blood
Yeah.
and Stardust.
Oh, Dynamite's done some.
The
Well,
least
Dynamite did
surprise
it. There's 35 covers of one issue.
the least surprise ever.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, Psycho Circus.
Oh yeah.
Psycho Circus. They did a comic
You're in the
for
sky.
yeah by him.
Who did the cover? Oh.
Um.
Oh, I thought you were saying who did the cover. I'm sorry.
Oh no. I was just saying there's Image.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're in the sky. You're in the Psycho Circus. You're in the sky. On that album, Psycho Circus, there's a song called "Raise Your Glasses." I always
Mm-hmm.
really loved that song a lot. I always thought that song should be like a big deal, but then I was like, well, it's probably too, it was probably too 80s sounding for the 90s, but I just always really liked that song. Raise your
Yeah,
glass.
I'm looking at the Marvel one. There's two different. There's two different ones, or maybe it's just two different covers or something. But Marvel Comics Super Special, Marvel Super Special.
You know who
Yeah.
would have drawn an amazing Kiss comic?
Who's that?
I really think Jack Kirby would have done an amazing job on Kiss.
Oh yeah.
Like, can you imagine him going to town on them with their looks and everything?
Oh yeah. Um, yeah, that would have been amazing. Just coming right through the pages. Kirby style. Um, I think Art Adams.
Look, that does sound familiar. That he did something.
I don't know if he did, but I don't think. I think I would have remembered that. Unless they made unless he did like a one shot or something like that.
Let me see this looking like on the screen. Yeah, Jack
Well,
Kirby would have
apparently,
been amazing. Yeah.
yeah. Apparently, Neil Adams. What's this? Neil Adams reveals the story behind his lost Kiss art.
What?
Yeah, from Back Issue magazine. You know, by the Tomorrow's people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neil Adams never published piece of Kiss art he drew about 35 years ago. It surfaced last year. It looks like a cover, like a double page cover.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
I'll look it up here in a moment. Oh, thank you, Zombie. Thank you.
And the Road Warriors had to take a little bit of inspiration for their paint from
Oh, of course.
Kiss as well.
I mean, so many things, I imagine.
Yeah. Of course, the key difference between the Road Warriors and Kiss is that, all the members of Kiss had amazing hair. Right?
Yeah.
Right? So they had amazing long hair that they could frame their faces with and to set off the paint, especially the black paint, and with the white.
Yes.
And so that it just pops so much, especially now I had really dark hair on top of that too. So once again, like I said, just the way that those designs and everything just came together, and just huge part of pop culture for a long time.
Whoa. I didn't do it.
It's just stupid. My other phone, I have the stupid Facebook on
Face.
because you can't look at Facebook images unless you have a Facebook page.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So the reason I have it is because there are higher res school logos on these schools' pages.
Oh yeah, I understand. I mean, that makes a total sense.
So I have one that's from my work, but of course, one of the reasons that they love, one of the things they love to do on Facebook, they want they want your identity and all that shit. I should have just made my name John Smith, but I didn't. There's a John Smith in my Boy Scout troop. But
how was Boy Scouts when you were younger?
So
Was that
I may
good
have mentioned
times,
this.
bad
My
times?
father,
Oh yeah, your dad was a scoutmaster, right, or something?
yeah, but he wasn't mine.
Right, right.
He met a scoutmaster from another troop, and they became friends over coffee and donuts to Krispy Kreme every morning for years and years. And when I finally got old enough, that's where my dad took me, and um, that scoutmaster was amazing, and he was scoutmaster there for a long time. I think it was close to 20 years before he was actually legally blind for
Holy
the
moly!
last 3 years that he was with the troop. He had a lot of vision problems. Uh, but but he was a great scoutmaster, and um, he knew how to talk to us, um, and if you ever came in out of uniform to a meeting, he would come up and talk to you, but he wouldn't do it in front of everybody else. He would kind of catch you at a time where things were kind of moving around, and you're doing in between things or whatever. And even though you know uh even though there was always especially for you know teenage guys, it's always we were too lazy to get it in the laundry for whatever reason. um but he never made you feel bad. He was just like, oh, I'm just checking, just to make sure, if you need something else or whatever, we get it for you. Oh, no, 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 and he was a real good ambassador for Scouts. I know there's things that have come out in the last few years where it's just a horrible um, haven for child predators in certain places, but um, uh, he was a great scoutmaster. He was a great human being. And after his passing, they that church built an entire building for the scouts.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Um, this church has a lot of money. They've got a um, huge congregation. They've got a school that they handle, like the parishioners' kids, like kindergarten through eighth grade.
Right.
They might be high school now. I don't know, but they've got great facilities. They got their own cafeteria and kitchen and everything. Um, it's a big church, and they're pretty decent people. Um, and there was there was a time where after James stepped down, some of the first scoutmaster, the men that kind of had to fill in after James stepped down were younger than my dad. My dad he decided not to take an active role with the troop for whatever reason. Um, uh, but he was always welcomed, you know. Um, and like whenever, like sometimes when my dad would come, and he would there was always a parents' night at scout camp. And then sometimes my dad would come up for other places depending on where we were camping at, and everybody liked my dad, and but uh, we went through some teenage rebellion years, 14, 15, 16 year olds. um, we all thought we knew everything, and somewhere those those men thought they were gonna really use a different kind of, just a more intense bossiness. And it was, it culminated in a football game one day.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah. And we were, um,
Thank you, Swamp Fox.
and the men were trying to rough us up, to try to show us who was boss and everything. And it didn't go over real well. Uh,
Oh, did
you know,
y'all showed them who was really up, boss?
I mean, we ended up kind of just quitting on them
Oh, I see. I
because
see what you
it
mean.
was we're not, we're not here to, we know what you're doing,
Good
you
night,
know.
Ange. Thanks for hanging out,
Not in,
Ange.
it's like we know what you're doing, but we don't work like that. We're not, you know, we're not gonna get, bossed around, shoved around by you guys. It's not. So, um, but so when that building was built, they invited everyone who had ever been a scout under Mr. Secreast to be there. And when they were dedicating the building, they had us all up on the porch of it, and afterwards, um, we were just, a lot of us were just kind of talking and everything, and they were asking me, and I'm like, yeah, I was one of his last, and I was there when Mr. Vaughn took over, and they were like, oh, we call that the Dark Ages. you know, because it did not, apparently did not go over well. So, but
Sounds like
overall, overall, I had a tremendous time, um, in Scouts. I really did. I
uh,
mean, it really, with the exception of really that one, that small span of time, because that was really toward the end of my time there. I wished I'd have stayed and finished my Eagle, but I didn't. Um,
y'all were aging out of it at that point, anyways. It sounds like.
well, you just, when you're 16 and people are driving, and
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know
Yeah, you're aging out of it.
girls and school and sports, and you know and there came a time where, so the Scoutmaster's sons, um, were all in the leadership corps, and one of them, who was our age, um, uh, he was kind of drafted in. His older brother was actually a super nice guy who I liked and respected a lot, but the younger brother, who was my age, we didn't respect him at all.
Wow.
And so, yeah,
Y'all kept it legit.
yeah, and so for there was a time there where, like, that was one of the places where I knew, one of my best friends, Beetle, and Beetle and his family went to church, that church as well. And so when we were finally able to get, um, our other friend Steven to join Scouts, um, we were the loudest and the best at everything. we built the fires, the biggest, the fastest, the hottest. We tied our we knew all our knots. We tied them the fastest, the best technique. Just everything scouting. We did it, but we also did it so loud. We were just obnoxious
Huh.
with how good we are, right? And we were all in the same patrol, and we had 6 patrols, and they just kept getting tired of us. So they realigned the patrols, and what they did is they made each of us a patrol leader,
Oh.
which was a huge mistake because that just gave us more influence over more of the younger scouts,
Huh.
who we all helped to make them better and louder and more obnoxious, right?
Right.
And uh, and I remember we had we were originally all 3 part of the Panther Patrol, and then once I got my own patrol, technically it was my second patrol. Panther Patrol was my first patrol, but I just lasted in there long enough to become patrol leader, and then they gave Steven and Beetle their own patrols too. So so then we picked a Beaver Patrol.
Oh man.
Right?
Yeah.
And I had a stuffed animal beaver that we would bring on camping trips, and he was our mascot. And so that was a lot of fun. But when we would go on camping trips, we would make we used to just, everybody would go find their own spot. Well, we would just all get together and we would have just a big mega spot with the 3 groups. And it just, we just kept being loud, obnoxious, and, really good at what we did. Yeah.
Swamp Fox, this is a watercolor washes. This is watercolor. I'm just doing stuff with watercolor.
Yeah, it's looking great, Pedro.
Oh, thank you. I'm kind of glad I didn't go with the ink.
Yeah, I think I think it's turning out great like that.
Sometimes it works out this way. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. I think that one I did of the Terrifier thing last year was similar. I think I just did it like just did the outlines with the watercolor, and it came out pretty good. I don't know if you remember that one. That's that clown guy.
Oh yeah, yep.
It's now in the possession of James Extreme Sorno, who we will be talking with tomorrow. Which I didn't realize what time it is. It's getting pretty late, but
oh wow, it is.
let me find the schedule for Amigos.
Let me take one more picture.
Yes, let's have a last update before we go. Tomorrow is Saturday morning. Zeus King Dark and I will be talking again for the Markout Mania podcast. We'll be joined by James Extreme Sorno. And Mondays on YouTube, they're Monday nights on YouTube. I do Music Monday, where I play songs for about an hour or so. And then Tuesday nights, look at cards here on Twitch. Wednesdays, I play music for about 2 hours here on Twitch. And Fridays is the Art Jam here on Twitch with Zeus King Dark when he's available. When he's not available, who knows? Who knows what I'll do? Who knows? I'll try to coerce Bean.
I mean, I've been here for like 74 consecutive streams.
Yeah, this is true. A note to everyone on Halloween. I will not be streaming on Halloween. So, October. It's a Friday.
Is that a Wednesday?
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday.
Yeah, I'll not be streaming.
Right. If you check the chat.
Okay, let's see. Ooh. Let me show everyone. Have a look at what Zeus got going on here. Whoa, look at that. That's looking great, Zeus. Love the mask. The mask is just outstanding.
Yeah, just pops.
And, oh, you started on the head of the centipede.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this is gonna be so good when this is done. And you do the variations with the color. You said you had ideas for like putting the different face paint and stuff on her.
Yeah,
that's gonna be so cool. That's gonna be really neat.
Yeah, I think it's gonna look really good. I think it's gonna turn out really good.
Here's where we are on this one. I'll work on it some more. I'll put updates on the Discord. For anyone who joins the Discord, I'll put updates. Swamp Fox, you're saying you thought maybe I was using something besides the paint when you were using the large brush just before. Oh no, it was just I was just going in with the wetter paint, with wetter watercolors. That's all I was doing. And yeah, we'll update on this on the Discord. Swamp Fox, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the subscribe.
Subscribing, hanging out. Thanks to Ange.
Thank you for giving us some insight into Ace and Kiss. Thank you, El Jefe Master 865. Thank you, Ange. Thank you, Zombie. Thank you, Always a Smile. Everyone, play your Kiss records loud. Play your Kiss records loud. The classics. Play the classics. Play New York Groove. Play the Frehley's Comet. Play all that stuff. I'll very likely play some Kiss on Monday. When we do Music Monday. I shill too much. I know I shill too much. I apologize, amigos. It's the nature of the beast. I can't help it. Let me raid somebody. Let me see who I'm gonna raid. Who shall I raid tonight? Let's see. It'd be cool if someone was doing a Kiss tribute song like out there, but it doesn't seem like it. We might raid DJ Bueller official. See if I can. Oh, Gabzilla's. Wait a second. Gabzilla is streaming.
Hey.
Mrs. Zombie is streaming. Let me see how long she's been on. Trying to see. Oh, she's only been on for like an hour. Well, we might raid Gabzilla. Let's do that. Let's raid Gabzilla.
Do it.
So thanks everyone for hanging out. Let's go raid. Have a great weekend. Everyone stay safe. Play your Kiss records loud. And adios. Hold on. I have to turn this off.
Right.